Bro, it is not a coincidence that everybody's getting caught up in this little scandal right now, bro. Y'all remember Gilbert Arenas? Yeah, we gonna take a look at it, man. Let's look at this. Let's look at this here. All right, take a look at this real quick. Gilbert Arenas. Oh no. All right, so what we're gonna do. Gilbert fans think Gilbert Arenas snitched on Chauncey. Come on, bro. Both of us talking about say Rachel Nichols. Who have no idea whether Gilbert Arenas is involved in investigation that led to today's NBA arrest, but this is from July, just resurfaced. So here we go, man. No, we're gonna watch the video. Before we get into that, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, man. Ain't nobody stupid. Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, y'all get hit up now for gambling. When Gilbert Arenas was what? The first person to what, y'all? Oh man, hold on, my bad. I think I did something wrong. I did do something wrong. Yeah, I did something wrong. Hold on. Whoa, man. So y'all remember Gilbert Arenas did get hit up. There we go. So as you can see right here, Gilbert Arenas. Let me get down here. So they said, if y'all didn't see it, they said fans think Gilbert Arenas snitched on Chauncey Billups. Rachel Nichols said, I have absolutely no idea whether Gilbert Arenas is involved in an investigation that led to today's FBI arrest. All right, let's get back into it right here. Nobody's stupid. We know Gilbert Arenas. I'm not saying Gilbert snitched, but information came out. Somebody told. Like there's 34 people. Somebody told. We can't necessarily say, hey, Gilbert Arenas told. We can't necessarily say he told, but somebody told, man. And a lot of these, was this 5 hours ago? Let's see what they talking about. We ain't gonna spend too much time on this topic, man.
Big dinner box, 8 wings, 5 breadsticks, 2 pizzas. Everybody wins. Get what you want, get what they need with a big dinner box. Only from the hut.
ESPN Bet is made for sports fans. Didn't cook the fantasy? With your roster right in the app, you can still walk away with the W. Whatever kind of fan you are, ESPN Bet's got you covered. And right now, get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 bet.
This morning has seen a ton of breaking news in the National Basketball Association. Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups and Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier were arrested as part of FBI investigations into sports gambling. Billups' arrest was part of a separate but related case linked to an illegal poker operation tied to the mafia, ABC News is reporting. At the core of Rozier's arrest is a March 2023 game that saw an uptick of Rozier bets come in on the under. Rozier left the game just 9 minutes in, citing a foot injury. Rozier had previously not been accused of any wrongdoing. Also involved in this, former Cavaliers player and assistant coach Damon Jones, who was also arrested on charges that he provided inside information about NBA games to co-defendants.
All right, so this looked like 2 totally separate cases to me, if I'm hearing this right. Because if I'm hearing this right, y'all, hold on. If I'm hearing this right, it sounds like I haven't read the article. Like we just going off of what we heard. It sounds like Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups, they got arrested because they was gambling on NBA players, and I guess they was dealing with the mob trying to get money or whatever it may be. But they was betting on NBA players. If my memory serves me correctly, I think Gilbert Arenas was charged with gambling ring, high stakes poker. That's two totally separate different cases. But I will say this. That's two totally separate different cases. But I will say this. Could people from the Gilbert Arenas case that said something about, yeah. Think about it. When they Hollywood, they got access to things we don't have access to. They have a lot of options at their disposal. They know a lot of people. So of course they're all going to communicate in a way about what they're doing. Y'all, just like how all the broke people migrate and communicate about broke shit. These niggas is rich. They are migrating and communicating about rich things they're doing. I initially thought that Chauncey Billups was a part of the poker ring that Gilbert Arenas was hosting at his house. But I guess this is different. They're betting on players. Oh, I didn't know that.
FBI Director Kash Patel announced the arrest. Take a listen.
As you now know, individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today. Former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing. Not only did we crack into the fraud that these perpetrators committed on the grand stage of the NBA, but we also entered and executed a system of justice against La Casa Nostra to include the Bonanno, Gambino, Genovese, and Lucchesi crime families.
This right here, bro, this kind of gets me thinking. When they say sports is rigged, you know how a lot of people be like, oh, NBA, the NFL is rigged, the NBA is rigged. We know what's going to happen. We know this play is going to transpire. We know this is going to happen, right? They say that a lot. So this kind of is like, I don't know, bro. This kind of just is weird to me because now it makes you think that they're not the only people doing this. They're not the only people that are betting on players that are in that industry. There's a lot of people who's betting on players that ain't even got caught. There's a lot of people that people knows doing it and ain't said nothing. Why? Because somebody has prior information on them. For a head coach to do it, for a player to do it, that kind of raised the question. I think there's like 400 some NBA players. How many NBA players are actually doing it? How can just think about it? How can one game? And I understand the hot and cold factor. One game you're on fire, you can't miss, and then the next game you miss everything. I get it. It's natural. It's some normal human stuff. But think about this for a second. If somebody's paying you $50 million a year, $40 million a year as far as season-wise, you got to be a hell of a motherfucker, bro. Think about that. Think about what you make yearly. Yes, you may make $45,000 a year. You may make $50,000 a year, $55,000, even $60,000 a year, right? Can you imagine somebody being like, okay, well, we're going to pay you $25 million for this season to play basketball on a grandest stage? You must be a hell of a fine motherfucker. You must be good. So for somebody to do that, it's like I said, it's just weird in general. You know something's up. If I'm getting paid $40 million, I'm gonna hit this three, hit that three. I'm but I don't know, man. That lets us know that there's a lot of corrupt shit going on in the sports, bro. We knew that already, but
the fraud is mind-boggling. It's not hundreds of dollars. It's not thousands of dollars.
Millions.
It's not tens of thousands of dollars. It's not even millions of dollars. We're talking about tens of millions of dollars in fraud and theft and robbery across a multi-year investigation.
And here's the funny part about it, though. The funny part, he said tens of millions of dollars. Here's the funny part about it. Nigga, all you had to do was hit for 6-7 million one time. Let me chill out. Let me bet. My next bet, okay, I'm gonna make a regular bet, no intel, whatever. Next 2 or 3 bets, make a regular bet, no fucking intel. To make a bet, bam, hit. Bam, hit. I think a lot of these people, like I said, somebody got mad. I can already tell you what it is. This is how it always happens. Somebody always gets mad. And when somebody gets mad, what they do is they ruin it for everybody. Oh, okay, so I can't get the bet. Fuck it, I'm gonna go tell this person. These are highly connected people. So they're working with connected people. They work with the police. These are not thugs. These are not gangsters. These are not people who live by a street code. No. These are people who's going to use over kicking it with him. Okay, cool. I'm going to chatty patty it up with these 5 people about what he was doing over here. These are these type of particular people. They don't live by the code and the ethics of what the streets used to be. Nowadays, the code and the ethics of the streets is different. They don't live by that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I see a lot of press conferences and stuff like that. I've seen a lot of things in sports. I don't see the director of the FBI in attendance, but he was there just now. Shams Charania joining us right now, our ultimate NBA insider. Shams, welcome to the show. What more can you tell us?
Kash Patel right there. He actually has been even more involved in the last few weeks, but this is an investigation that's been going on for at least 2 years. Terry Rozier has been investigated by the FBI for sports gambling, illegal sports betting involvement. And so he was arrested today. A note here, the NBA had actually cleared him before, but now he is obviously arrested, taken into custody. Chauncey Billups was arrested this morning. Both are sitting coach or player, right? So Chauncey Billups was literally coaching an NBA game last night in Portland, a loss to Minnesota, and he was arrested this morning at 6 a.m. in Portland. Terry Rozier was on the Miami Heat bench last night in Orlando. He was then arrested in an Orlando hotel at 6 a.m. And for Chauncey Billups, his involvement, like you just said, Stephen A., was because of illegal poker operation tied to the mafia.
Okay.
And so the one person that was involved in both was Damon Jones, the former NBA.
Okay, so Chauncey Billups was involved in the legal poker ring operation. Damon Jones was involved in both illegal sports betting and the poker ring operations. I think it's funny. I don't understand how somebody said this in the comment section. I don't understand how politicians can bet on the market and do whatever it is to the market, but NBA players can't sports bet. It don't make sense. Politicians can know when something's going to go up, get intel. Hey, we're going to do this. We're going to tank this stock real quick. So everybody make sure you, when we tank this stock, everybody load up because we're going to get it back up there in a week anyway. They can do that and it be legal, but somebody can't be like, hey, I'm going to put you in the game. And then when I put you in the game, and just score like 2 or 3 points and then come out and then act like you're hurt and you come out for the rest of the game and we can get some money that way. Yes, it's different context. It's sports and stocks, but it's damn near the same thing. Y'all both had inside intel. So it's just, I don't understand how if I get a check for $1 million and I pay taxes on the $1 million check, the rest of the money's mine. Okay, so you live in California, you pay taxes, you got $1 million, you may get $300,000, $400,000 after that. Bam, it's already paid for. So if I want to take this taxed money that's already been taxed and go win more money, I don't get why it's a problem. You go to the casinos with tax money. Your money, you work all week, get your paycheck. Your money's taxed. You go to the casino, put it in a slot machine. Hell, you can win $10,000. Hell, you can win $100,000 off of $10 and $20. This world, bro. This world's crazy, man. They can do it, but they can't do it. This is what it is.
Player and coach. And so this is something that the FBI has been targeting, has been investigating for the last couple of years. And
welcome to Dave & Buster's Game Day HQ, the best place to watch every play, from table to touchdown, all season long. Catch game day deals and watch every game at Dave & Buster's.
I think there's just shock around the NBA. This is seismic. We've never seen a sitting NBA head coach, a sitting NBA player, both arrested at the same time, obviously. But specifically with Chauncey Billups here, we'll get a better feel as the day goes on just how wide-ranging this goes, but he was involved in a 30 defendant case in an illegal poker rigging activity tied to the mafia.
Shams, have we received any indication at all that more people are going to be named, more arrests are coming down the pike?
So there could be some surrenders, Stephen A. Like there could be more people that just get uncovered based on these 30 plus arrests today. So who cooperates with the FBI? Who else gives more information to the FBI out of these 30 plus defendants? So surely it might not be today, but there could be more moving forward. But as of today, there were 3 arrests, and that's Terry Rozier, Chauncey Billups, and Damon Jones, all tied to the NBA, right? So there's obviously 30 plus in total, but it's specifically to the NBA. Like Cash Patel just said, the 3 most public arrests were those 3 individuals. And so there are none beyond that right now that are tied to this. There could be more. One name of a player that has been investigated in a similar sports betting investigation by the FBI was Malik Beasley, but I'm told he was not arrested. He was not involved. His attorney, Steve Haney, told me today that he wasn't involved in this situation, and he has not cooperated with either the Rozier case, the Chauncey Billups case, or the Damon Jones case. So he is not arrested in this, but surely there might be more. But as of right now, Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, and Damon Jones.
Hey, Williams, let's start with you, your reaction.
All right, so we don't care about y'all's reactions, bro. We got the information we wanted to get. We know this, man. We know there's going to be more. We know people's going to tell these are not gangsters. These are not thugs. These are guys in powerful positions with a lot of money, so it is what it is. Like, they should have just – and this is a prime example of don't do something for an extended period of time. Like, bro, y'all are in the spotlight. Why wouldn't y'all think that you winning how you're winning in the spotlight, it wouldn't be, like, looked at? Like, y'all know you're already a target just because of your superstar status. So for you to think that you can literally get away with betting on games when you're like, come on, man. See, this is where people are not smart. And this is where a lot of black people are not smart in general, but a lot of white people are smart. See, what a lot of white people are going to do, they're going to find a friend that they've been friends with for an extended period of time, went to school with, before they made it was cool. After they made it, was cool. Nobody really knows that friend but them. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got that one friend that, hey, hey, bro, I remember in high school, I was a quarterback. You was the hiker, bro. You'll find a friend like that who's cool, this, that, hey, bro, you trying to make some money? Somebody who works a forklift job, somebody who makes $20 an hour at a regular 9-to-5 job, you'll find him and you will give him the plays. Somebody that you can trust, no, you ain't gonna say nothing. I need you to run this play. I'll drop you 10, 20,000, run this play. This is gonna happen. That's what a lot of the white people do. And on top of that, they are, white people, and they get away with more than niggas. So, but that's what they do. They find somebody to do stuff like that and take the heat off of them. Nobody's gonna question somebody who's got who's a multimillionaire, why they took $20,000 out of their bank account. Nobody's gonna question why they took $30,000 out of their bank account. Nobody's gonna question why they took $10,000 out of their bank account. Nobody's gonna question why they put $15,000 in their bank account. Hell, this motherfucker got $40-something million, $20-something million, even $10 million in his account. He takes $10,000 out. Who give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? That's what they're doing. Niggas ain't like that. Niggas want to be hands-on. Niggas want to, I'm going to place this bet, use my money, place this bet. I'm going to win this money. I'm going to go buy this, go buy that. They just stupid. So, but yeah, this going to go deep, man. It's going to go deep, and everybody was shocked by Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier. I've been shocked from why Terry Rozier don't get enough playing time. He's actually a good player. He can literally come off the bench and give you like 15 or 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's actually a good player, but it is what it is. Everything happens for a reason, man. So, but anyways, let me know what you think about this. This video will be posted in the Discord. Like, comment, share, subscribe, man. It's crazy.